Hey guys, it's Mr. G. We are ready to get started with the pop-out. So first thing, click where it says cell phone image. Click on the image. This will pop up upper right-hand corner where it says download. Go ahead and click download and it'll show up at the bottom of your screen. You're then ready to go to Google. I typed in soccer slide tackle because I want an action shot. You have to get an action shot. I then click tools. And then real important over here, I click large, so I get a high resolution picture that's going to work well. I then right click the picture. I click save image as. I'm saving this inside of Creative Cloud files. So I open that and then I simply click save. It will also show up at the bottom of the screen down here. Then I can go into Photoshop. I want to click open. And as long as I'm in downloads, there's my cell phone, quick access to it. I'm going to click Control Plus because I want the screen to be a little bigger. You'll notice I have the magic wand selected. If yours isn't, yours might be object selection. Just hold down the click in the lower right-hand corner and then you can select magic wand. I'm going to click on the white area inside the phone. You'll notice the marching ants. Then I'm going to click Control and C and then Control and V. And you'll notice now I have an extra layer that's just the inside of the phone. I then can go back and we're going to grab our image that was here. I'm going to hold down the click on my image and I'm going to come into Photoshop and now I'm going to drop it on. Now I'm going to resize this picture, but I'm also going to change the opacity by just a little bit. So I'm going to make this bigger there, and I'm going to do this down here as well. And then I'm going to push this. I'm getting the positioning right now before I do anything else. So then I can click the check mark. I'm going to change this and call it player. And then I'm going to change the opacity all the way back. And now I'm going to right click this and come up to duplicate layer and click OK. And now all my images are ready. All right, so next thing we're going to want to do is change from the wand up here. I'm going to hold down the mouse click and go to object selection tool. I just want my player, so I'm going to click. I'm basically just drawing a square around him. And then I let go and let the computer do the work. You can see now my player is selected. The next thing I'm going to want to do is right in the lower right corner next to FX, I'm going to click this to give it a mask. And then I'm also going to right click and do create clipping mask. Next, we're going to click the layer below it where it says player. And I'm going to just slightly drag up and drop it in, and boom, now we're in business. If I want to play with, maybe there's parts of this, there's a shadow or there's something I don't like, as long as my foreground color is black, what I could do is put the paintbrush on and then click up here and I could paint this off like so if I wanted the arm to stay in. I do not want to do that, so I'm going to do Control Z and bring it back, but I wanted you to be aware that you could do that. The other thing you could do, I can click and hold Shift and get both of these selected, and if I wanted, I could go on the Move tool and I can move them together if I wanted this to look differently. But again, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to move my guy back. I'm actually ready to add in some text. So I'm going to click the T for text over here. And I'm doing vertical text. I want mine on the side here. And mine says 400, which is insane. We're going to come down to about 72. And my color, I'm going to go click this. I'm going to actually match the socks here and click OK. And now I'm ready. I'm going to type all caps Echo. And I'm going to move this up a little bit like so. You can play with this. Maybe you like the font or don't like the font. It's up to you. You pick what you like. What I am also going to do is I'm going to duplicate my text. So I'm going to do duplicate layer as a copy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click back on my text tool And I'm going to highlight this text, and we're going to change the color, and we're going to make it the color of the shorts. I click OK. I'm going to switch the layers so the red goes in front, and then I'm going to click on the Move tool in the upper left corner. And now what I can do is just ever so slightly just move it a tad. That's a lot, so I'm going to use the arrows and just slightly move it 2 times, and then maybe move it once or twice up. And you can see now it kind of has a trace effect to it. Now, we've done text in the past, so I just want to remind you, you could also click the FX here, and you can do outer glows, strokes, all kinds of things. I can make a 3rd layer of this text, make it blue with the shirt. I mean, it's up to you. This is your design. You can have the text if you really wanted it to pop out, you could. I prefer having the text in, but this is it. This is a finished product. I could save mine, call it Edit 4, and I'm done. And that's it. You guys can go ahead and do yours right now. Good luck.